Breath in again. And for those guys on YouTube, peace. There you go. For you guys on Instagram and Facebook, sorry about the inconvenience here. Let's go ahead and take a strong breath in again. For those who are new, welcome. You don't have to believe anything. You can disbelieve in anything like that. It doesn't matter. But just take a deep breath in. Just notice your spine. Strong breath in again. Just I'm acknowledging the group. There's a ton of people on a call on all three platforms. And we all want a good thing. That's why we're here, right? We want a better life, not just for us, but our society, our family, our society, the world, the animals, the plants, the universe, right? We want to leave a better version of ourselves for the future. Wonderful breath in. How do we do that? We stop fighting. So as we take a deep breath in, asking ourselves, how do I become my best possible self? How do I become my purest version of who I am? We've tried fighting, we've tried exposing the truth, we've tried all that stuff. And that's very noble, but where has it gotten us? That's why, the darker get darker, and then the masses or the brilliant people get squashed, or they get killed, or they get sequestered, they get imprisoned. So what we need to do, we need to rise way above that. And that's what we're doing here. We're moving into another consciousness that shit just doesn't, that just doesn't, guns, control, manipulation, lies, all that stuff, it doesn't faze us. That's what we want. And that's what this Sunday's Medihealing is about. Pulling in that force, that grander version of who you are. And this isn't about religion, spirituality, all that stuff. It's about you being a grander version. And if you're into religion, spirituality, atheism, science, you'll get a pure version of whatever that you believe. And yes, science is another religion. So wonderful breath in again. Just noticing your spine. You may think, well, how can I adjust your spine if I'm not even there physically? Doesn't matter. We're all frequencies. I adjust frequencies. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but many people have cured themselves of cancers or depression, suicidal tendencies, the heavy type issues, abuse patterns, lack of money, lack of love, through changing your programming. So again, this isn't psychology or anything like that. It's your grandmother's, your grandparents' ways of helping you out. Didn't work for them, by the way. Strong breath in again. Notice your spine, just the lower half of your spine. Will help you come into a healthier state. And then those who take care of themselves, it's easier to maintain yourself. And then those who don't, you'll start to see that you naturally will gravitate to those things that are beneficial for you. Because in order to bring that, say, trueness, right, into this reality, we have to be true to ourselves. We have to represent truth for our kids to run on truth. We can't we can't run a lie and then expect our kids to be better versions of themselves or better versions of who we are and then do the right thing, right? So as we take a strong breath in again, and I'm not saying people are bad, I'm not saying they're good, but I'm saying that there's a lot of good people who are going the wrong direction. Simple as that. So let's do it properly. That's why your jobs don't work out well. That's why your relationships don't work out. That's why your children become a burden to you, right? That's why society, reality becomes a burden to you. And then you're a slave, you know, or prostitute, whichever, however you want to feel, take it. Wonderful breath in again. Noticing your lower spine, so your tailbone to where your ribs connect to your spine or around your solar plex. As I read the comment, how do we not give a damn and drop our baggage? You worry about yourself. Don't worry about other people. Say that you're drowning. And again, notice your spine as you listen to me speak, as I generate those frequencies that shift, all of you. The more people, the better. Many of you are probably feeling those frequencies, so comment in. Again, you work on yourself. You become the best possible version of who you are. You move forward. You don't wait for anybody. And that's specifically why I wrote that in. But many of you run that. And that might sound, say, selfish. So let's talk about selfishness. Let's talk about guilt. It's about leaving people behind. You know what selfish is? I'll tell you. Selfish is that you've been given such a grand gift to utilize who you are, and then you blow it away. You just fucking blow it. Look at the lives that you live. That's selfish. Look at your parents and then look at you. Say, look at the damage. And again, they could be beautiful parents, but look at the health issues that they gave you and all the other stuff that they gave you hereditary wise. Whether they knew it or not, doesn't matter. Whether they did it on purpose or stuff, it doesn't matter. It's just a process of de-evolution, I guess. So get selfish. Be the best possible version of who you are. And then as you move, and tens of thousands have done it this way through the exile. They've moved forward, and then they see their family moves forward with them, right? That's what you wanted. It worked for Jesus, it worked for Buddha, it worked for Muhammad, it worked for Tesla, it worked for, any of great individuals who, say, moved the consciousness of humanity. Okay? So this isn't just religious. But those individuals who brought massive, say, transformations, they were loners. They created strength on their own. They built the stuff on their own. They went forward. They came back and showed the world what it could be done. You do the same. So let go of other people's burdens. Let's help you let go of your burdens. We'll do that right now. Let's take a deep breath in. Notice your spine from, say, your neck, where your shoulders start, not the top part yet, but where your shoulders start, down into your tailbone. And then take a breath in. That well-developed, disciplined breath, not just a weak breath. Do it like you mean it, like you own it. You need to control your breath. If you can't control your breath, do it properly, not for me, but for you. How the hell can you control your life? So again, let's try it again. A controlled breath in like you own it. Just demanding the best out of yourself. So I resonate with those frequencies that demand that you remember who you are. There we go. Noticing where you are, noticing how you're feeling. Strong breath in again. Some of you, a lot of you, as I sense, and again, comment in if you can later on, not right now, because I want you to be in it. You might feel the heaviness around you. It's not me. It's not the group. You wanted the baggage, the burdens off you, right? Well, that's what you're feeling. So some of you who are feeling, say, dark or scared, that's what's controlling you. That's what's controlling you in the past. It's got nothing to do with me. It is your baggage. You were here. I said you want to take the baggage out. You're listening to me. I'm taking the baggage off you. And you're feeling how heavy it actually is. It's that fast for you. So let's take a deep breath in again. Noticing your spine, the top of your spine where your skull connects to your spine. And notice that connection point. Some of you with head injuries, let's just work on that a little bit. As the rest of you, notice your spine all the way down. But those who have like neck issues, head injuries, again, I'm not a doctor. But no doctor can cure you if your natural healing abilities aren't awakened. And that's what I do best for you. There we go. So feel the weight of what you've been carrying. Some of you might actually feel it on you. Some of you might feel a choking feeling. Some of you might feel the burden. Some of you might feel the death in and around you. A lot of heavy shit, right? That's you. Nothing to do with the group. The way I set this platform got nothing to do with anybody else's garbage. This is your stuff. For those who've been here before, obviously you're expanding even more, right? So good job there, all you ex-Iers. Noticing your space again. Noticing your spine from the top, right on your skull. Noticing the base of your skull, the back of your head, the nape of your neck, that area especially. Those who are controlled through whether physical control here or say presences around you or bad habits or addiction type patterns, right? It's a control mechanism. And then those say who aren't controlled, just notice your spine. I'm just seeing all these groups in this. And again, so I create an umbrella frequency for all of you to be your best possible self. And again, those who are, say, controlled, like I just said, creating sub-frequencies to help you release. And those who are, say, ex-Iers, pushing you even deeper into high-performance consciousness. Those who just feel lamentful, depressed, anxious, and all that stuff that you've tried, I don't know, all the other stuff out there. I'm not going to name names, but all the stuff out there, and you're going, shit, I'm still depressed. Yeah, whatever you've tried, let's just work on you. Just get rid of that stuff. This isn't state change. This isn't psychology. This isn't visualization. This isn't feel good stuff. That's short term. There we go. This is a reprogramming. So as we take a deep breath in, noticing the top of your head all the way down, right through the top of your spine, top of your back, mid back, lower back, and then into the tailbone. There we go. For those who are new, notice what you're feeling. As a reminder, the heaviness, or if you're not feeling good, it's not me. You're just seeing what's making you fail, or ill, or sick, or depressed, or abused. You can't bury that shit. All the other things that you've done, you just bury it, compact it, wish it go away. So this is about no. You delete it, you pull it out, you see what's there, and you kick it out of you. There we go. And notice I don't say much, because it's not a visualization. It's a reprogramming. So as you note your spine, as you take that controlled breath in, notice how you take back control. Notice how it's easier to take that breath in because you're in control. You're not forcing that control on your breath. I've just helped you take control of your life. Oh. Notice how you feel. Let me help you remove the baggage that you're seeing, right? Or experiencing or feeling. Some of you are not physically feeling well. Stuff's leaving you finally. By the way, you can disconnect if you want, if you're not feeling good. It doesn't mean that you can't go back to your old life because you've heard the truth. You've experienced the truth. You didn't hear it. You see how your life is. So you cannot go back and go, I'll just settle. So I urge you, especially for those who don't feel good or not feeling that fantastic and all the stuff's coming out that you are scared of, stay here. It's the safest place to be. Your life is not that safe. That's why. Right? So stay here. You can do whatever you want, but the safest place is here. And towards the end, I'll disconnect you and then you'll feel strong. Right? Wonderful breath in. For those who are on the other side, you're going, shit, I get it. I understand. Yes, I see the patterns right in front of me now. Makes it easier for me to help you disconnect. So nice job. And again, those who are just, yeah, I see it. Let's just get rid of it. I need to move on. There we go. This is just reprogramming, like breaking from the matrix. Somebody go, shit, that reprogram, that's dangerous, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. But you're a program. You've been programmed by your parents. How does that feel? You've been programmed by media. How does that feel? You've been programmed by social standards, social media. You've been programmed by your friends. You've been programmed by your government. Has it worked out for you? Why don't you learn how to understand your programming so you can get rid of the programming that's not beneficial and then instill programming that is, right? It's good to know. It's good to know how you're being controlled so you can control your own life, right? There we go. This is giving you back control. And I say that because as I delete those burdens or those people who have, say, controlled you, as I pull them away, push them away from you, those individuals are going to be destabilized. And then you're going to look for control outside of your, say, space. You're going to look outside. Don't do that. Nope. Stay centered, stay within your spine, and just wait. Your higher version will show up and start directing you, but don't ask for help. Okay? I mean, you can ask for help, but don't have spiritual help, right? And by that, I mean, don't say submit to other people's control mechanisms. There we go. And by the way, don't ask for spiritual help. There's a lot of you. The help that you're seeking in whoever, whatever, guides and stuff, they're just as dark as the government. No offense. By the way, many of you who seek that help and you go, shit, I did Moss's Medihealing Sundays. Now I can't connect to my spirit guides or angels or, I don't know, my father that died or whatever, because they weren't beneficial for you. Okay, that's why they have to leave. So there we go. It's you, your grander version, or your spirit. I call it your pure presence, merging you. That's all you need. Wonderful breath in. Whoa. Got a little distorted myself. Noticing how you're feeling. Let's just say delete. It's not about pushing energy away. This isn't about pushing energy or stuff like that. It's a program. So let's take a deep breath in. Notice your spine. And I'll just delete. Basically vaporize the heaviness, the distortions, the burdens. You guys ready? We'll just count down from 10 down to 2, 10, 9, 8, 7. As we step away from our identity, distorted identity. 6. Moving into our higher version of who we are. 5. 4. Pushing you, again, creating that space between you, your real self, your fake version. 3. And 2. 1. Zero. Notice how you feel. Again, guys, it's not hypnosis. I didn't hypnotize you. It's not psychology. I didn't motivate you. It's not a state change. You'll see that you can't run a lot of those programs. You'll see that people who try to control you will probably control you a bit more because, again, that's a good sign because they see that whatever that they're doing can't control you, so they're going to try harder. So it's for you to confirm what I helped you with, right? By staying strong and not getting pushed in. If you need to say something, speak up. Before, you might have run a victim pattern or an underdog pattern. Speak up. You run from a gladiator pattern. Okay, so your words are going to mean something. There we go. This is on weight loss. I'm just going to read a couple of you. And again, guys, I picked somebody live, but I'm just afraid that everybody will get disconnected. Okay, so I'm so sorry. Oh, what we'll do, why don't we do this? Since it's towards the end, I will pick somebody on Instagram. Okay. And then guys on YouTube. I'll pick somebody later on. I just have to. Where YouTube is new to us, I have to learn, the mechanics. So if I disconnect you off of Instagram, guys, that means it's over anyway. All right, guys. So that sounds good. That person on weight loss, who was it? You just typed in. It just said weight loss. The reason why you can't say lose weight is because you hold on to other people's identities. So it's more than saying one identity. There it goes. Molter, or Nzifer. Yeah. So weight issues. Yeah. So it's almost like you have different personalities or identities, preferences. That's why you never feel good about yourself. That's why, other people say can't really latch onto you or connect with you. So there's no deep relationships. And then you have self-image issues and all that because of that. You're actually a very nice person. It's just that there's other people that, again, latch onto you. So they don't even see the beauty inside of who you are. They actually see the distortions because you pull. Have you ever noticed, and just to prove it to you, have you ever noticed that when people walk away from you, they feel really good? Yeah, because you vacuumed all their bullshit, and then they other people start seeing all their garbage that you just vacuumed off. That's fine. By the way, I helped you disconnect from that. Okay. Just a couple things, guys, and then I'll read somebody on Instagram, and then the day 22 on the accelerator. We're just going to start a little bit later. Okay, guys. So about 5-10 minutes later. So let's take a deep breath in, noticing how you are, noticing how you're feeling. Notice how your spine. Hopefully, it's aligned well for you. Some of you might feel more pain as it adjusts, so that's good too. A lot of good stuff coming up. Mother's Day events coming up tomorrow, the 25th. It's on how to be a woman, being a mother. Okay. Most people, or most women, what do? It's like, I'm a mother, and they regret it, right? They hate having kids. They hate having, a relationship because they've lost their identity. It's not about the kids or relationship. So it's because you think you've lost your identity of a woman. Those women who say create great success. I don't care who it is, Oprah, I don't know, all of these famous people, all these famous women that go women's movement, they're all men. They've lost their identity. They don't even feel like women. That's not the way to do it. I mean, that's something else. That's another rant, by the way. But Mother's Day is bringing back you into a woman so you can actually enjoy being the process of being a mother. Okay. It's not only beneficial for you, but for your kids, and then probably most likely for your spouse if you're still married. And if you're not, well, hell, that's why. So bringing that back. And then Father's Day coming up, called Love, Honor, and the Sins of the Father, removing all the stuff from fathers. And then again, bringing that deep fatherhood pattern back into you, because fathers are so important. Well, mothers are as well, but fathers are so important to the lives of kids. But most fathers are out, or they try to do their best. And there's a lot of great fathers out there. I guess I'm voted one of those as well. So thank you for that. But yeah, just giving or imparting that knowledge. By the way, I'm a father of 6, and 6 all beautiful kids. So helping you with mothers coming up, and then the fathers. Also, something that's really cool. So, and again, I'm all into adventure, high performance. So we're going to do a racing school. Okay, so if you're interested in that, it's about performing your best possible self, and it's about humans and machines, and knowing, say, the physics of how fast you can go around a corner, because we'll actually be doing race cars on this, not Formula One race cars, but the race cars. But not Formula One, but they're fast. They're like 180 miles an hour. So they're fast enough. Anyway, because the physics, like when you throw a ball and you just catch it, the physics of that, right? Your brain already knows how to take the cornering and all that. So merging that data into the car. So you're merging and understanding, say, the physics. It gets you real here, physically. And then at night, which is really going to be even cooler, is that merging between, say, your spirit, your higher consciousness, merging that into your human identity. So again, in the daytime, human into machine, a man against machine. and then spirit into that human machine or that human, say, time-bound body, which is going to be really cool. So the same but way Tesla and so on, say, expanded, right? So that's going to be really cool. So take a look at for that. It is very intense, by the way. So, and you can take the second half. You don't have to take the driving half if you don't want to. And it might be online, by the way. Let's go ahead and take a call. Let's see. There's so many people, guys. Nagma 8090. We'll just take you really quick. In the meantime, let's see. I love this opportunity to find myself. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing really well. Anything special? Have I worked on you before? I don't know. You seem familiar. Or,
I hope so. Yes, 2 years ago in the Life Expo.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. How are things going for you? You seem like brighter, like healthier from what I'm seeing.
Well, thanks to the 21 days that I just did with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And as of late, it just seems like you, which is really cool, you found your own identity. You know, it seems like, you know, you've been burdened by family patterns from what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? It's just, and maybe it's your culture and so on. But again, family patterns, even as you age, you know, you might get the heart issues or circulation issues. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I'm just telling you what I see. Circulation issues, heart issues. Is it your father, or do both mother and father have it, right? From what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're looking. Yeah. So what you're doing now, it's the coolest thing, and I'm so proud of you. What you're doing now is that you've moved away from the physical things, right? You've started a great life, but now you're looking at it. It's like, shit, I don't have to age like my parents. I don't have to get old like my parents. I don't have to lose, especially for women, my body shape, you know, and get that older look that women do. No offense, but that's what women do. Um, but you don't have to. So now you're going, especially with your heart patterns. It's like, I don't need to age. Is somebody having issues, by the way? One of your parents?
My father is ready to go. He's not well.
So he's, yeah. So
very.
Yep. Well, got it. So that's why I probably picked you. Okay. So I'm just seeing a lot of heart type patterns. So it's your father. So your father, I was sensing. Got it. So one, the issue, and this is how people turn into their parents. Like, for example, your father, say, crosses over. He's too afraid to go to heaven for some reason or not. He doesn't feel like he did as good of a deed. Does that make sense to you? So he doesn't want to go there. He doesn't want to go to hell or anything like that. So what does he do? He'll stay down into the lower realms. He'll stay in you, literally. He'll like, he's like twirling around you, so to speak, because he's afraid. You're a bright light, especially if you've done XI, and he's like needing and wanting your help. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So that's why he's like closer to you or needing you more, or that's the physical representation. So let's do this. Let's help your father. And then for those people who are who have loved ones that are closing to dying or ill, let's help them as well. And again, for people who are new or something, it's like, that's just not real. You know, when you get the bottom line experiences, it's real. There's been so many people that their life physically transformed here. So it's not just a feel good state or I said this. It's real. So let's help them cross over. Wow, there's a lot of people. So let's take a deep breath in, guys. I guess we'll just do a group thing here. Especially those who are losing their loved ones. And even if you're not, well, eventually you will. So wonderful breath in again. Let's say disconnect the genetic, say, connection. So whatever you've inherited from that loved one, and then your other side, the other side as well, while we're here.
Yes, please.
There we go. And for the rest of you as well. How's your chest area?
It's okay. I mean, it gets heavy sometimes because
Yeah.
emotions that I feel.
It's not the emotions, son. Again, people go, well, it's the emotions that you feel. It's not. It's your dad's frequencies wrapping around you. So there we go. So you'll feel like empty or clean, and then you'll feel true emotions of your father. Does that make sense to you? Like a real connection. And then say that loss of not having, say, a real father or a father not being there, all those hurt patterns and so on like that, say get to leave. Because when you see him, especially when he's close to death, you're going, well, he wasn't that great of a father, but then I feel sorry now that he's gone. You have that tearing apart because there's a lot of, say, I don't want to say hatred, but a lot of pain and a lot of hurt. And now you're seeing him leave. Does that make sense to you? And it's like, shit, I can't.
It's just like mind blowing.
Yeah. So it's like now it's like your heart is clean. You're coming from a higher version. You see that he's just running. He did his best. By the way, I'll just give you his message. He did his best. Does he like gardening? He seems like he likes gardening.
Yeah.
Gardening? Yeah. It's so funny. What the funny thing is, guys, is that he doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about it. It's like, I just want to go back and garden. I just want to connect to, being myself. So I think, and that he's just relaying that to me just to say, acknowledge that I'm connecting with him, just to reassure. So I know it sounds crazy, but he'll go back without a body whenever he decides to cross over. And then when he does cross over, it's not going to be an illness pattern or long drawn out. He just like goes to sleep. He'll probably, yeah. So this is the scenario for you. And then please write back. Okay. He's going to want to be connecting with you because he'll know that you helped him out. Okay. He's going to hold your hands. He's going to look into your eyes. And then later that night, he'll just blissfully take off. And you'll know. So he wants you to be near him, not because he needs help, but when you're near him or close to him or have that connection, it allows you to disconnect from all the burdens and all that as he awakens into a higher place. And then you just literally like transform within a few weeks. You let go of, any physical issues, any distortion issues and of you and your mom. So that's why. So when you feel that way, don't get freaked out. It's like,
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, I can't thank you enough.
You've
helped me with my mother also because
it
was incredible. I was driving in the freeway and I was just like feeling all the black magic work that she does on me.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, those are long gone.
I was crying and I just felt help and you were just saying, this is the pattern, this is what's happening, and I was just amazed.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm so grateful to you. So grateful.
Thank you so much, Lee.
Thank you.
Yeah, and as another confirmation, you'll probably get a plant somehow in a month or two from, say, your father. It's not your father, but you'll get a plant and then you go, oh, my father gave that to me. So keep that plant.
I'll keep it, but can you help me like do something financially? Because of this abusive pattern, I'm just such a retard. I'm just so insecure. I can't do anything. Yeah,
so finances and so on, that'll come for you a little later. But if you added all the burden and all the whatever that you're carrying, and then you add finances, it just magnifies you. Does that make sense? So you really reclaim yourself just within the next month and a half, and then you'll see finances start to line. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I'm grateful.
You're so welcome, hon. Thank you. I have to go, guys. I'm going to go disconnect, and then Instagram might just disconnect automatically. But join me again next week, guys, on Moss's Medihealing Sundays, and we'll do 8:45. Again, we'll get more people. All right, guys. I got to jump on another call. Right?
God bless you.
Thank you. Take care, guys. Peace. Bye-bye. Oh, it didn't disconnect. All right, guys. So take care, guys. Peace. Notice what you notice. Notice the details. Take care. finish. Take care, guys.